Okay, so now we continue from where we stopped. Financial or fraudulent financial reporting. So we say there are times where, as an accountant or someone working in finance, may decide deliberately to misstate or omit some of the important information or some of the information from the reports, just to deceive other stakeholders. Okay, just to deceive stakeholders. Now, what are some of the examples of this? Yeah, so someone may try to misstate. Now, what could be some of the examples of that? For the financial reporting, we define, say, for the financial reporting is the deliberate misstatement or omission of financial information, financial accounting information intended to deceive the stakeholders. Okay, stakeholders. And who are these stakeholders? Stakeholders could be investors. Stakeholders could be both potential and current investors. Stakeholders could be banks or even shareholders, could be lending institutions. They want to give you money, so instead of giving you the information as it is, you decide to omit some of the information. Now, what could be the examples of financial fraudulent financial reporting? Now, in this case, we're looking at a situation whereby an accountant is preparing financial statements. Okay. Now, in those financial statements, he has decided to omit some information. It could be information that is very material, or information that is what? Immaterial, isn't it? But regardless of materiality of information, omission is omission, isn't it? Because when the information is not material, you're supposed to present the financials that reflect what is on the what? On the ground, isn't it? So, when the information is material, they are not material so that you say this information is material, or materiality, or of information. Yeah, material is something is material in accounting when that information is of paramount importance, isn't it? Now, when you say paramount importance, means say omission of such information from the financial statement or from the records will have an impact on the full picture of the financial element. Once you omit such information, the meaning of the financial statement will change. Now, I'll give you one of the examples of fraudulent financial reporting. One could be understating or overstating what? Okay. The finance team may decide to understate or overstate what? Revenue. What is understatement? Assuming the company has generated 20 million in the financial year that has just come to an end. For example, as at 31st December 2022, we discovered that the company generated 20 million. And we have all the records relating to that spending. Now, instead of presenting the 20 million in the financial statement, the accountant or the team in the finance decides to present 15 million or decide to declare 15 million instead of what? 20 million. Now, that 15 million is understated, isn't it? You have understated the what? The revenue that has been generated. Now, what do you think would be the cause of understatement? Why do people understate revenue? Or why would someone understate revenue in the business?
Various tax.
Sorry?
Various tax.
Various tax. Yeah, so when you reduce revenue or when you understate revenue, what will happen is you are reducing the net profit as well as it. Are you getting it? So any reduction on revenue will have an impact on what? Or net profit or the profit before tax. Profit before tax, isn't it? So any reduction will also have a similar reduction in the profit before tax, isn't it? So when profit before tax is reduced, what it means is the business will declare less what? Less tax than expected. You will declare less tax. So understatement here of revenue will be done in order to declare less tax. Now, declaration of less tax is not acceptable because this is against the taxation act, isn't it? This is against the taxation act. So, when you are against the taxation act, what will happen is that there are risks that will come to the business as a result of understatement. If the MIA discovers that the tax was understated, they can charge you what? They can fine the business for that. So that fine will result into loss of funds or mandates for the business. So to avoid that, you're not supposed to understate, isn't it? So in this case, we're saying it is very possible in a business environment that the finance team or the accountant may decide to understate the revenue. Now, this is the first example. Now, what here we're talking about understatement, but it is also possible to overstate what? The revenue. Assuming you have only generated 30 million for the financial year ended just maybe 31st December 2022. Now, instead of declaring 30 million, the business decides to declare 40 million as a revenue. I don't know where they get the 10 million in this case. So the question is, and we agree that the business only generated or only realized 30 million. But if you check their financial reports, indicates that the business realized what we call 40 million, isn't it? If you check their records will tell you that these guys only generated 30 million. So here, the finances or the financial records or the financial statements have been what? Overstated. The first question is, what could be the cause of overstatement? What do you think is the cause of overstatement here?
Maybe to improve net profit so as to make it easy to obtain loans from the administration.
Depending on it. So we would say there are times when the business would want to convince other stakeholders or potential investors to bring their money into the business, isn't it? Now, a potential investor will look for few things in that particular business. To say, one, they don't look at a business as a going concern. Is the business going concern? Is this business stable? Is this reliable? Is this business able to generate money? Is it generating money? If we give them money, are they going to keep on generating revenue? Is the revenue going to increase as a result of putting our money in the business? Okay. So they will look at they also look at the liquidity levels. Do they have money? Do they have cash or cash equivalents? Do they have cash at bank, cash in hand? Or do they have assets that can be converted into cash? Cash equivalents, isn't it? So, one of the things they look at is the profitability of the business. Have you made profit? What has been the trends? How much profit did you make 2 years ago or 3 years ago? What about 2 years ago? What is the current profit in the business? What could be the projected profit in the next 2 or 3 years? Okay, so that will help them to make a decision whether to invest or not. Okay. Whether to invest or what? Not. So they overstate so that they're able to convince what? Investors, isn't it? They overstate so that they portray a wrong picture. They present a picture as if they're making money, yet they're not making what? Money. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, so overstatement. If you want to get a loan from the bank will look at profitability of the business. If you want to get money from any lending institution, they would want to see what? The profitability of the business. And if you give you a loan, will you be able to generate revenue? Not just revenue sufficient enough to pay for your own expenses and also repay for the loan that you're going to give you. If you give these people loan, are they going to pay back our loan? Do they have the capacity? So with those conditions, sometimes businesses decide to overstate revenue. When they overstate revenue, it means the profits will also be what? Overstated. Can you see? And that will mean to say, we portray a picture as the business is doing well, but in actual sense, the business is what? Struggling. So the process of overstating the profit is fraudulent reporting, financial report, isn't it? That's fraudulent. You are not supposed to overstate anything. You are not supposed to convince anyone. You are supposed to present the financials as they stand, isn't it? So that the people, when stakeholders are making decisions, they have to make decisions based on the true and fair view of the business. True and fair view would mean how things stand in that particular business without any unfair adjustments. Altogether, what could be the other example of financial statements, fraud and financial reporting? When you under or overstate what? Expenses. Under or overstate expenses. How do you under or overstate expenses? How do you answer or overstate expenses? How do you answer or overstate expenses? Yeah, so why do you overstate or understate expenses? How? So overstating expenses would mean presenting more expenses than they should be. Okay. You have generated you have incurred 20 million of expenses and you present 30 million. That's overstated, isn't it? That means some figures have been inflated. Now the question is, what would be the cause? People overstate expenses because of what? They would want to declare a loss, isn't it? When you declare a loss, you want to be able to charge what? Tax. So tax won't be charged on the loss, isn't it? Well, taxes are charged on profits, isn't it? So when they want to invade tax, they will automatically reduce the expenses. I mean, they will inflate the expenses so that they are able to generate, they are able to present a loss that will attract no taxes, isn't it? Why do people overstate expenses? Or why do businesses overstate expenses? So expenses will be overstated because they don't want to, they overstate them because they want to, they don't want,
Reduce the profit.
they want to reduce the profit. Understatement would mean reduce the profit. Okay, the overstate people don't have to reduce the profit. So that the idea that escape tax or the different part. The acceptance of the pay more or less tax. What about overstate? The overstate goes to do understatement. The understated expenses so that they increase what? The profitability of the business. So that the business looks like it's making more profit. Now, in this case, the issue is not about the tax. Now the issue is to convince what? Potential investors. Those who want to invest their money, they should not be treated as if the business is doing well, yet the business is not doing well. Those who want to give them loan, they should feel like when we invest our money in the business, those guys should be able to pay us back. Yet they're being what? Cheated, isn't it? They're making decisions on the information that is being what? Put, isn't it? I'll get it. What else? What else we have? What about overstatement of what? Assets. Overstatement of assets. The other way of reporting fraudulently is to overstate what? Assets. Now the question is, what do you mean by assets overstated? What are assets, in other words, in the first place? And what role do they play in the financial statements? And why should someone decide to overstate them? Or why should someone decide to understate them? But in most cases, they would want to overstate them, isn't it? So, assets, what are these assets? Or what are assets? What role do they play? Accountants.
I think they are actually overstated. So that for maybe for the company to have access to loans for a loan which is not of this kind.
So my question is, what are the assets we're talking about? Before we look at the reason why they are being overstated, what are these assets? What role do they play in the financial statement or in a particular business? Now, why should someone overstate them? For what reason? So what are assets? Tell about that. What are assets? Okay, assets we're looking at economic resources, isn't it? There is economic resources owned by the business, and they are there to help in the generation of what? Revenue, isn't it? Why are they economic resources? Because they have monetary what? Value, isn't it? Now these assets, if you look at them, if you look at International Accounting Standard 16, PPE, plant, property, and what? Equipment, will tell you that we have plant, property, and what? Equipment. And these assets, apart from PPE, we also have small asset. In other words, asset could be either current or non-current. So the PPE comes under non-current. Current, we're looking at those assets that we can use for not more than what? One financial year, which is 12 months. Examples? What are examples of what? Current assets. Huh? Machinery, current assets.
Or cash.
Guys, we're looking at current assets. Oh, yeah, what cash? Cash at bank and cash at bank. What else? Examples of current assets? We have receivables. In other words, data, isn't it? What else do we have? We have sorry? We have repayments. Payments in advance are current assets. Okay, then? No, these are the current assets. Now we have non-current assets, which are fixed assets in other words. The business can make use of them for a period of more than one financial year, which means those non-current assets can be in a business for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. A good example is what? Buildings, land and buildings, we have motor vehicles, equipment, computers, desks, and what have you. Those are non-current assets, isn't it? Now, the thing is now, what role do they play? So, if you look at basic accounting, isn't it? If you look at basic accounting, let's say, the assumption is assets should be equal to what? Capital, isn't it? Or capital should be equal to what? Assets, isn't it? Whereby all the assets you have in the business come into existence as a result of the money that comes into the business, which is capital. If you put 1 million into the business, you expect the business to have assets equivalent to what? 1 million. Of course, there must be the capital is less than what the number of assets you need. Maybe the business needs asset equivalent to 10 million, and you only have 8 million as capital. Okay, what do you do? That's when now you have asset is equal to what? Capital plus what? Liability. So you borrow some money or you get money from other lending institutions so that you are able to have capital and other borrowed resources should give you the number of assets that you need in that business. So, what means is that assets basically determines the value of the business. The financial position of the business is determined by what? The assets that you have in that particular business. If the assets have more value, your business is more valuable, isn't it? And because the financial position of business is very high. If the assets have less value, it means your business will also have what? Less value. So the question is, now, so if you are an investor, if I want to invest in your business, I have to do a due diligence. And in that due diligence, I have to analyze the financials. Okay? So, accountants know that investors will do due diligence. Accountants know that investors will want to check financial statements and see the financial position before they give us money. Accountants will know that donors will need to look at the financial, or no, policy investors will look at the financial position of the business. Do they have assets? What is the value of the business? Assuming we give them money, they don't pay us back. Do they have assets that they can sell and give us back our money? Can you see? So, because of that, some accountants may decide to overvalue some of their what? Assets, isn't it? So they overstate the value of the assets. They inflate them. For example, if your motor vehicle is worth 2 million, they'll say this motor vehicle is worth 4 million. So that the assets should look like they have more assets. So that their financial position of the business should look like the business has more what? Value. Can you see? So that's the main reason why they won't convince them to look like they have assets. The bank will do what you call, you've done the ratio, current ratio, which is what? Current asset over current liability, isn't it? Can you see? So what happens is there are some ratios that the investor will carry out to determine whether we need to invest in that type of business or not. The current ratio is current asset over current liabilities. What will happen is they will want to know if the business has short-term resources to pay short-term what? Commitments, isn't it? Or short-term obligations. And do they have current assets to pay for current what? Liabilities? How many times do current liabilities go into current assets? Now, for you to have a very good picture or a very good current ratio, you need to inflate current what? You have to inflate current what? Assets. So they will intend to overstate the current assets, the cash at bank, and the receivables will be overstated so that, you see, so that overstatement should give a good number of times the current liabilities go into current assets. Instead of doing, the investor will be convinced that the business is doing what? Well. Okay. Sometimes you may also decide to understate what? Liabilities. Business may understate liabilities. Okay. What about liabilities? The other way of reporting fraudulently is to understate liabilities. Huh? Sorry?
It's actually done for if they are able to understand
Uh-huh.
the net profit will actually be higher compared to the actual.
How does understatement of liabilities affect net profit? Accountant.
If
How does understatement of liabilities affect net profit?
if the if the liability is high, like you put a higher impact from the liability, that means you actually you actually have to spend more money to say they want business. And the result the becomes
Okay. Now recently we're talking about calculation. We say we once to have a good picture, someone will be convinced to say the business is doing well if current assets are more than current liabilities. In other words, the current liability should go into current assets as many times as it can, isn't it? So that we are convinced that we're doing well. So that's the reason why the current liabilities are understated. Understated because they want to understate them so that they give a good current ratio. Okay, so that we portray that we have more current short-term resources as compared to short-term obligation, or short-term resources that can cater for all the short-term obligations. Short-term obligations are the current liabilities. Short-term assets are the current assets, the cash at bank, cash in hand, the receivables, those are the closing stocks or inventories, those are the current assets. So that's the reason. So that when someone is coming to check your financials, if he picks current assets and current liabilities, he compares the two, that should give him a good result. That will convince him that he should be capable to invest his or her money in that business. You see? But in that sense, that information is what? Inflated. So our role as forensic accountant is to uncover that, isn't it? Someone may not discover that, but what should we do to make sure that we uncover that? If the current assets are overstated, in this case, current assets would mean to say, current assets would mean to say cash at bank or cash at handset would mean closing inventory would mean receivables, just to mention a few. So now the question is, if these things are overstated, how would you deal with that? Cash at bank is not the problem. Cash at bank, you can say, when you are the one doing the due diligence, or you are trying to look at the financial statement to check if at all there is fraudulent reporting. If cash at bank is not the problem, because you can do a bank confirmation statement. You can let the bank to confirm if really the balances appearing in the financial statement reflect the balances that are there of the bank, isn't it? So the bank will confirm. So you're going to compare the bank confirmation and the financials and the figures that are presented in the budget. If there is a virus, if there are viruses or there are differences, then you would conclude that the figures were overstated. If the bank says no, there was only 1 million, and you check the finance say there's 1.5 million, it means the financials are what? Overstated. That is what I reported. In terms of inventory, you can actually do the active physical count, isn't it? After making adjustment, was assuming the year close at 31st December, and you're doing your investigation in January. It means you have to look at the figures at the 31st December, and now then check, you can make adjustment on how much has come in as inventory and how many sales are made, and you make adjustments. You should be able to realize it or to come up with it. Or you can do an audit trail to check all the inventory from the beginning. How many inventory do you have open devices in January? How much did you sell in January? How much did you sell in February? March, what are the closing prices? You can follow through with it each and every month to say, open battle this. These are the purchases that you had. These are the sales that you had. So that means in January, you had closing prices. Come February, this was open balances. How many sales did you make? How many purchases? So you add purchases, you deduct what? Sales. You go to March, you have open balances, you add purchases, you deduct part of what? Sold. If you do that up to December, you should be able to figure out how much inventory that business has at the end of the business. And that should be reflected in the financial statement. Receivables. How would you deal with receivables? What would you do with receivables? How would you do with the receivables? What are receivables? If I will ask you.
People that owe us money.
People that owe us money. Like I don't know. When do they become receivables? When does someone become receivable over business?
As soon as you hand over inventory and they are expected to.
Yes. Okay. So when the total, for example, let's give an example here. There is a student, isn't it? As a student, when do you become a receiver?
When you register for school.
When you register? What happens after registration? What should happen in order for you to become a receiver? Yes, you are registered.
Yes.
Is that enough to become a receiver?
You start attending the class.
Yeah? When you register, immediately after registration, what should be done so that you become a receiver? After registration, you have to be in procedure. You have registered, that means you are a student. You have accepted an offer to become a student, isn't it? Then, immediately, you are supposed to be invoiced. The school should invoice you. So the moment you get invoiced, what do? You now become a receiver. So you only become a receiver after being invoiced. So the qualification for being invoiced is what? Late, right? You cannot become a student without being registered. So you register first, then you become a student. And that requires you to be expert. Now, what is the fees they are accepted? 400. So the input is 1,000. Now, assuming at the end of the sentence you have only paid 300. What? You have only paid 300. What means is you are still owing the business how much? What? 200, 100, 100. So that one becomes the receivable. So we expect that figure to be in the financial as receivable. So there are times, instead of writing 100, they will put 300,000 as receivable. That can be that effect, or they will just come see. Now, as a forensic accountant, how would you uncover that? How would you? You what? You take invoice what's it, sir? Okay. Invoice number 6. What? Why not take the invoice? The best thing is, if it's here, what the best thing to do is, who is the student? They release students where they are classes. Yes. For this student invoice, yes. Did he make any payments after registration? Where was the registration? So you take the receipt book. You also got to take the value. Was the money people put the buyer? If you get a bank statement, you will be able to get another amount in the bank. So that whatever the amount and whatever the bank should not start into. Understood? So, then, if you are not convinced, you can still get the details of the student and make a call. Anyway, you can call the student and find out. Are you a student of University of Yes? Did you register? Yes. Did you pay school fees? Yes. Do you have the receipts or the proof that you paid school fees? Yes. So you have to bring up the difference to provide. So, in other words, by calling that person, you can simply confuse me. If really that person is the receiver, or really the amount that is in the books, in the financial statement, tallies with what that person is talking about you. So that person will tell you how much the all was school. And you also have the records, what the school tells you, and you will consult the school. If there are differences, if the student says, I call the school 100,000, and the school says, you are owing is more than 3,000, there is difference about something. Now you look at the evidence. The student is reading the book of the school that he paid what? 3,000. The school is not going to give you the evidence. The one evidence that they don't have any evidence that you are owing them. Not all certificates. So what you do, you go far and you say, oh, I think the figure will inflate it in this case. So you can make adjustments. However, you say, no, there is one should have been less than what that one presented. Is that understood? conclude by looking at her. Of course, we have discussed a number of reasons, but let's summarize the reasons for what? Programs and coaching. Of what we are not going to discuss, but this is the summary. This is what? Programs, what? Financial reporting. One was saying it's because of what? Pressure. Maybe the person is under pressure. So we're saying pressure from where? It could be pressure from owners of the business. The owners of the business are pressurizing the financial team to inflate figures. Now you are an employee. The employer says, we want you to inflate these figures for our own benefit. What do? You do that. Some people will do that. Some people will stand like that and say, no, the risk is unethical. So since it's unethical, I will not do it. But unethical. Others will say, no, I've been pressurized too much. How bound to these what? Demand. Hence, they will do that. But in any case, ethic and ethical thing is unethical. Whether done by the bosses or the owner or whoever doing that. But what are pressures? You have to go out to go to your paper. You have pressures to play with that. The creditors are given condition say we can only give loans to the company that is making a profit of not less than what? 15 million. So you are pushed, you are forced to suit in their shoes. So what do you do that? How do you do that? You have to inflate the figure, which is illegal, which is unethical, which is against the code of conduct. So, what else want to do there? Now, we go into the court. If there is an opportunity, sometimes people do that just because they want opportunity to what? To flow. You understand that? And you have been told to prepare financial statements. And you have worked on it the whole day, the whole night. It is not bad. The assets and capital liabilities are failing to be apart. What do you do? If assets are more than capital liabilities, you will reduce the assets. So that reduction will be done because that's going to balance out the financial. So we will do that with the policy of the court. Not that you are using the so opportunities may arise. That means that to floating activities. But also incentives and conflicts and personal conflicts of interest. That one could be incentives. And personal conflicts of interest. Now, out here. Sometimes the owners of the company will give you conditions. Okay. For you to be promoted to the next position, we are giving you this balance, you have to perform. If you want to be manager for this marketing department, for this finance department, you have to perform. You have to make sure that the company is able to achieve its goals. And now the goals are to produce a certain level of profit. You have been given targets. I want you to the level of 10 billion. If you don't hit 10 billion, we will not promote you. We will not increase your salary. But if you hit that, we're going to do it. So what do you do? What do you do in the company? So sometimes accountants may decide to put figures so that they look very good, they look catchy in the eyes of their bosses. So what they're doing is that they'll make sure they put the figures in the way that when the bosses look at them, they'll feel like they'll get together and say, achieved it. And the profits for the business will be put in a way that we look at your what is that profit, but that is it. The accountant has included the figures so that the figures looks catchy. Tomorrow. Okay? Do you want a question or want to discuss so far? Do you have any questions so far? Now, let's look at that. We can agree that we may have problems financial reporting. However, financial reports can be reported, or we have problems financial reporting or flaws can take place in the financial reporting. We agree that figures in the financial report can do that. Inflated. Okay. Now, our role is what we understand that we can do that. Our role is to detect or to prevent financial or non-fraudulent activities. Now, how do we detect detecting and preventing what? Preventing financial statement flow. How do we detect or how do we prevent financial statement flow? Now, we know that at the end of the business, or at the end of the financial year, as accountants, we are required to prepare financial statements. Now, the financial statements are just the final reports of what has been happening in the business from first month to the fourth month. Well, the financial year covers 12 months. Now, the fourth we're talking about can happen from the first month, second month, third month, fourth month, or 8th month. Or it can occur at the very end of preparing the financial statement. So whatever happens in between will have an impact on the final financial report, which are the financial statements. Okay. Now, the question is, how do we prevent or detect financial flow? It's very important to prevent because that will happen. Because prevention will be of far more importance than detecting it. You're detecting, you will detect it or not, depending on the skills or the nature of the business or the sophistication of the industry. So it's better we get to prevent it. Now, how do you detect and prevent or how do you detect financial statement flow? The first thing that we need to do, we know two things. One way of preventing fraud or terrorist is to develop a sound internal control system. You need to have an internal control system that will be sound. So that's one way of preventing, and that is also way for you to detect whether it's fraud or not. And you need to set up the procedures that will help you to detect that flows. Now, the first thing is segregation. Segregation of duties. If you want to detect fraud or want to prevent fraud from occurring, you have to ensure that you have this within the internal control. Segregation of duties. What we mean to say here is that a person or a transaction should never be completed by a single person. A single transaction should be completed by 3 or 4 people. Now, here, that is segregation of duties. I'll give you an example of segregation of duties. For example, you are preparing a payment. You want to pay, or you want to buy, or you want to prepare a payment for a supplier. So that payment, for it to be complete, the first thing you need to do is there should be a requisition. You are requesting the office for the payment. Now that requisition should be completed but not one person. It has to be prepared by someone else, and it has to be reviewed by someone else, different from the preparer, and it has to be authorized by or approved by someone else, isn't it? So in this case, a single requisition is completed by 3 people, 3 segregated people, isn't it? So this is segregation of duties. And the preparer is always to prepare. And the reviewer is just simply review that if what has been prepared is in line with the requisition or the need in that particular organization. Then this one has to be asked to approve, to say, yes, we really need to do this. So 3 people are answerable for a single what? Transaction. So this is segregation of duties. Now, if you want to make a payment voucher where you record the payment, you are asking the company to make a payment. That payment alone should also be done, should also be completed by at least 3 people. Someone has to prepare the payment voucher, someone has to review it, and someone has to approve it. So that is segregation of duties. Why is it important? No one can, you cannot have someone collecting the school fees. The same person collecting school fees is issuing receipts. And the same person goes to the bank, deposits the money that is collected. He comes back to the bank, he updates the records. And that person produces reports. What if the money goes missing? Who am I going to ask? It's the very same person. What if that person decided to commit suicide? Who am I going to ask? You don't know. So I'm not saying you don't know. But if 2 or 3 people are doing that, you are able. There is that vote that's not 3 people cannot agree on a single thing. One person can have a fraudulent mind, but the second person will ask you to say no, cannot do this. That person will do that. Now, this segregation also helps to detect. If the first person is fraudulent, and the second person will detect that, we should be able to detect that. Maybe that will be illegal. You don't need to buy this up. It's already there. Or no, that will be good. Inflated. I think we need to check fair. If the second thing doesn't do that, then the third person will be able to detect. So segregation of duties is one way of also establish what? A fraud line. Establish fraud line, isn't it? People should be able. Issues of frauds are very confidential, isn't it? So you can have a hotline or other for each of us anonymous where you can report to the management about issue of flow, but without being what? Disclosing. For example, talk to you about flow. I should be known that I'm one of the people about flow. The competitions are very risky. People can lose their lives. So if you have that online, when people can make it fall, I will attend the message without being disclosed. And that is very important. So it's up, you just report, it's up to the organization to investigate that allegation, isn't it? So that is very important. The other way of detecting frauds or preventing fraud is to hire an external, you hire an external auditor. Well, here we're talking about an external auditor. We may have two kinds of auditors. We have internal auditors, and we also have external auditors. Okay. So, once again, what law do they play? What does it? You have heard of internal auditors? Internal auditors are, yes, are auditors employed by the management as part of internal controls. Internal audit is internal control. You say, we have an organization. Apart from segregation of duties, apart from authorization, apart from information that was sent, we're also going to have an internal audit, isn't it? We will play the same function. And the internal audit will report to the employer. Now, the chances of this internal auditor being subjective are very high, isn't it? Let's say you cannot buy the thing about it, isn't it? You cannot report about your bosses, and yet they are the ones who are going to approve the what? Promotion, isn't it? When to be promoted, you need the best people. So that becomes a problem. So you need someone who is very independent. So these external auditors come from external parliament. They are very independent. They are not employees of the company. Their role is to assess, to look at the financial statement and to check if the financial statements are fairly presented or they present a fair and true view of the business. Okay. And supposed to issue an opinion. An opinion as to whether the financial statements are presenting a true and fair view of the business. So these external auditors are they're more reliable than anyone else. So they have their own skills, investigative skills, which they can use to detect flaws or to advise you to prevent a flaw. So hiring an external auditor is one way of detecting what? Flaw, isn't it? Commercial. Establishing of what? Internal audit function. Establishment of internal audit function. You still need now an internal audit function to help detect the flow. However, the most reliable report will be the external audit report. How would you do that? Any question? So, now, let us finalize this unit by looking at by looking at the last part I'm going to discuss is employee flow. Employee flow will basically focus on misappropriation of misappropriation of assets. That's where we're going to put our emphasis on. Who is an employee? An employee, who is this person? Or who are employees? Have you ever worked in no?
And John,
Huh?
it's part time.
Where are we?
Power. They all away from
Hello?
what was the way that somebody else.
The worker. Okay, so you were employed. Do you think someone who has been employed has been given a responsibility and this person is being paid every month by the employee? Engage in the project activity, the project act, do you think so? Can they engage themselves in flow? Someone who has been employed. Can they misappropriate assets? Why? What could be the motive behind that? What could be the motive behind it? Do we have thieves in offices? What do they do?
Cash, assets of the company, for laptops, and
Okay? I see. So, yes, we agree that we have people who can misuse assets in companies and flow can occur in different sectors. is very important to understand how employee flows operate or how that is occur and the motives behind that. Now, employees are like custodians of what companies assets. We give them money to keep for business. They are given houses, they are given properties of the company, they are given businesses, assets, inventory. All the inventory that are put in their hands. They are custodians. They have to take care of those particular inventories. But there are times in businesses or in workplaces where employees may decide to abuse that opportunity. How do they do it? They may decide to misappropriate assets. So assets will be misappropriated, misused. Instead of using the assets for intended purposes, you say that they are using it, they are using it for other purposes. A good example, we have seen some drivers in the social media, government drivers, someone who drives in a TX, back to back and that particular TX. Now, that's abusing. The whole reason why that particular. So, what we're saying here is that misappropriation of assets is when or occurs when an employee diverts. When an employee diverts or takes the organization's resources, diverts or takes the organization's resources for personal gain. So you are diverting or you are taking the resources, the economic resources of the company for your personal gain. People will use company clouds for their own intended purposes. They'll get company cloud, fuel, and they use it at their cousin's wedding. This is the company's asset. They are using the company's resources, but for their own personal, they use them at all. Okay. Sometimes we have heard about ghost workers. Some accountants may decide to pay people who don't even exist in the company. But there's a matter of paying salaries to that other person, ghost worker. That's implementation, that's abusing. They're abusing what? Or misappropriating company assets. So the other question is that why does misappropriation of assets occur? What do you think? Why does it occur? One, misappropriation can occur for basically for two resources. One, we are talking about motivation and also an opportunity to actually do that. Now, sometimes you will decide to abuse company assets because you are being motivated to do so. There is something that is motivating you to engage yourself in what fraudulent activities. Assuming, for example, you are an accountant or a fees collector, and you haven't paid rentals for the past 2 months. What do you do? You say, let me get it, instead of giving this money, I'll pay for what pay my rentals, and when I find money, I'll put it back. Now, if you do that, only in your own capacity, it's not acceptable. It's not business. So that money doesn't belong to you. The money belongs to the company. The company has people, authorities, who are supposed to handle that issue. So you are supposed to follow that. Even if you give it back, still more you are using what? The resources. Okay. So you are still abusing that opportunity. So sometimes people get motivated because of maybe they have pressure, which could be financial pressure or non-financial. Maybe they have bills to settle, or they are struggling with their family. There's people that think that they are under certain pressure that requires money or requires resources, isn't it? Okay. You know, and some pressure are not good in. Some people, someone was sent to deposit the money for the company, and as he was passing through, on his way to buy, he had to pass through a premier debt depot. So he was tempted to say, no, I think now he saw people shout, yeah, you can win money. So he said to bet first before he goes to say, no, if I bet, I think I'm going to apply money. Then I'll make the deposit. So he betted, and the money went. So that's kind of pressure that we have. So maybe if I bet, I'm apply money. The procedure that I get for this will be used to cut for my personal profit. See? And that other people are looking for the money. People are waiting for the coffee. And you go to money, instead of buying the coffee, you need better with the money. So people are waiting, and the money wins. You need to forget it. So, you look at that kind of pressure people have. So what do you do? You are doing the money for betting. That was meant for coffee. And the people are waiting for you. And you are the cashier at your company. You keep money. What do you do? Say, okay, let me get the money. Let me solve this problem. So people made themselves into trouble in the future because of the circumstances they're going through. Okay. So they feel like the only solution is to actually use flood in order to get the answer that we're looking for. Okay, now is opportunity. What about opportunity? How do these opportunities come into existence? Now, I showed you where Basa at the certain center school. And one of the responsibilities at school, collect fees from students and make people and do reconciliation of how much was collected and how much was people. Okay. Now, it's the responsibility of the management to come up with a policy. Let me say, no, all the cash, to actually, to come up with a policy or procedure, say, all the things should go out. People will go out. Into the family. People should go to bank and get the deposits and bring us the deposits instead of bringing the cash to the bank will take money from the bank. Now, the fact that the management does not consider this important. What they do is though, you can get fees, but you can get cash collection. And sometimes someone goes to the bank, yeah, but we are not strict. So if the company is not strict on that, remember, on cash payment, or cash receipt, or cash collections, it means you are giving an opportunity. The employee there on the bottom there has an opportunity. There is an opportunity because you have cash. Original starting was you are exposed to cash, isn't it? One day, that person will have transport to get to his home. Or you get part of the money at some point. Tomorrow, you want that transport, you get part of the money. So, that what are some of the opportunities that manager or management put in place for the employees? Because the best way is to come up with a sound internal controls. What could be the best procedure for collection of fees? You know, the cash is risky, but you cannot be keeping cash in offices. You are exposing yourself to a risky environment. So instead, what do? You're supposed to make it. So those are some of the opportunities that will make you engage yourself in that. So we do not give employees opportunities to deploy. Let's develop appropriate internal controls that will safeguard both employees and the employer, isn't it? Or employees and the assets that are valuable to the institution. Now, let us discuss types of asset misappropriation. Types of what? Asset misappropriation. There are other types of asset misappropriation. There are a number of them, but we just pick a few. But we can discuss everything. Now, what do you think? Now, the first category I will discuss is payroll flow. Payroll. Okay. When you are working as an employee, you are supposed to be paid by the end of the year or the end of the month. Every month you get paid. So the finance team are supposed to prepare a payroll for the staff. And the payroll may include the, the gross pay for the staff. And this gross pay may be the combination of the basic pay or the basic salary and other benefits or benefits. Now, how does payroll flow for that? The accountants may decide to include employees that do not exist, so that you pay them and you get the money. Instead, in fact, the money goes to the account. Or they may decide to inflate some rates. For example, if they are using the time sheet, you are not putting the number of hours you have worked versus how much you pay for those hours. You find that some accountants may decide to inflate figures, to inflate hours, so that they pay more than what is supposed to be paid. Okay. So the employers, the accountants may decide to pay around the payroll, so that we pay more money in the name of salary, and yet we are not pay. So that is done for the benefit of human beings, and it is done against the code of conduct, against the employees' terms and conditions, and hence it is considered as what? Fraud. And we have to discourage that. Are you together? Thank you. Now, apart from that, we can also have intangible things. Intangible. Now, then, the company, they over the right to intangible. Intangible, what is intangible? Intangible means what? Intangible, basically, I was looking at stealing money or resources by providing maybe fake documentation. You can steal money using payments. You have been given money and you have been given a budget and you have been guided on how the money is used. Now, instead of you using the money for a intended purpose, you decide to fake receipts and use the money for our purpose. That's the benefit you have desired. That one is the benefit. For example, you may fake receipts, invoices, so that you are able to and yet the man has been celebrated to add that are contrary to what is provided. Come on. So that is the first thing. Number one, what is the easy? You decide to protect people and very easy. You go home and give them the receipt and your baby. Yes, the man will give by an iPhone 14. So, using the money for other purposes, rather than the payment, that's the reason. So that one would be one of the categories. The other one is data theft. Data theft. The other way, data theft. Stealing information. So, the company will decide to steal or to abuse or right employee. As an employee, you are exposed to some sensitive information or confidential information. And that information is not supposed to be disclosed to other parties. More computers. If you discover new computers, the computers will capitalize that and overtake our business. So, if you happen to get that information or abuse that information or use that information for benefit, that is what we do. That is, you are taking the sensitive information, or in other words, you are trying to use the information to commit misappropriation of assets. You are giving tax information, bank information, or tax rate, other parties so that they can have access to the company's finances and steal the money. So we are trying to disclose some sensitive information so that you actually you come up, you provide room for misappropriation, right? That's it. So those are some of the examples of misappropriation of assets. Now, what do you think is the impact of misappropriation? The impact of what? Misappropriation of assets or by employees. What could be the impact? So, this scenario may have impact on both the fraudster as well as the company. Lona. Yes. Both parties may be affected. We know for sure that misappropriation of assets is a crime, isn't it? When you are caught, automatically you go to court, you'll be sentenced, and that becomes very expensive to you as a fraudster. Because one, you have responsibilities. Whom you will be able to deal with? You're going to jail, you'll be sentenced for 10 years, 5 years, and during that period, you might have lost a number of opportunities or connections. It's very expensive. Asset type for the side of the company is very expensive. If assets are abused, if people are stealing motor vehicles or they're abusing assets, it becomes expensive. If you're using a motor vehicle that is meant for the company for other personal benefits, what happens use the fair and wear, and that will be captured by the company. That capitalism. Okay, you have to buy tires and what have you. That makes it very what? Expensive. So it has a huge impact. Commercial, not only organization. People sometimes misappropriate drama what is meant for maybe community development. It's meant for other developmental activities. You find that you're supposed to construct a bridge somewhere, and the money has been abused. What do you mean? What does it mean? The whole community suffers. That's because of one person. Okay? Because that bridge would have helped in the economic development. Because the bridge provided a way where people would transfer their products in the market, people would move, that movement of people is a good contribution to the economy. Sometimes the money for the construction roads can also be abused. So that can also have an impact on the city. Understood? Thank you so much. This is what the classes. Hope our class will end there. So I've looked at another things. We're done with this unit. We'll look at we look at date.
Reasons or problems reporting, detecting and preventing financial statement types of assets misappropriation and impact of assets misappropriation.
Okay. What else? Boss, what else have you discussed?
Midway for
Yeah, what about the growth one?
The reasons why the employees are engaged in interpretation of the state. So we're going back to the
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much. We are going to end there.